Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's new year already and we are here to share, and this is a very good year and I'm so happy to be in it. I'm a YouTuber based in South Africa. If you're new to my channel, my name is Chimma. I put out beauty related content. I also put out nail artistry and a little bit of rural South African vlogs. I do that once in a while as well. In today's video, I decided to go in depth for the beginners. If you are a beginner, you're just starting out, or you're already doing your makeup but you need a guide, you want to know what exactly to get from the makeup products down to the brushes, then this video is definitely for you. So the first thing I would like to introduce is our makeup brushes, because I know without our makeup brushes our makeup application is not going to be complete. All these products right here, we can't apply them with our bare hands, so hence why I want to introduce our makeup brushes first. So I'm going to be introducing the most important brushes you need as a beginner in your makeup kit, and I made sure I took out minimal brushes and the most important brushes you're going to be needing. The first brush on my list is this beautiful blending brush right here. You can use this brush to swipe your eyeshadows all over your crease, okay? It serves as a blending brush. You can also use it as your highlighter brush. I actually use it as my highlighter brush, so this brush is very important. Secondly is this beautiful blending brush as well. This is my crease brush. I use it to pack in colors on my crease. It's similar to the old one but actually not the same. They do the same job, but this one blends in your shadows more than the other one. So that's the use of this brush right here. The next brush I'm going to be introducing is this little contour brush. I call it a contour brush. It's actually also a blending brush. I use it to put on colors in my outer V here. It's a very good color for contour, as you can see. You can also use it to contour your nose and all that. You need this brush as well. Moving on to the eyeshadow brushes, I love these two right here. They do a very good job in applying eyeshadows on my lid. As you can see, they are flat brushes, so I use them to apply eyeshadows on my lid. It's so versatile and very good as well. It's going to reach those areas where this one is not going to get to, like inside the corners of your eyes, you know. Yeah, this beautiful one right here is my concealer brush. I use this brush to conceal, define my brows, and you can use an angled brush as well for this, but I prefer to use this for my brow. So moving over to the face, I'm just going to be using these two brushes right here. This one is my foundation brush. As you can see, it's very dense. I use this to apply my foundation all over my face and it does the job real good. This one right here is my powder brush. You can see how fluffy it is. I know my nails is a hot mess right now, but please ignore it. So this brush is actually very good. This is my powder brush. I use it as well to apply blush. You know, it's so versatile, meaning you don't need to go ahead and start buying your powder brush separately, blush brush separately. You can do that as well, but as a beginner you don't want to complicate things, okay? So hence why you need this brush. You need a powder brush that's going to serve as a buffing brush, as a blush brush and all that. All these brushes, as you can see, not so complicated, okay? You need them in your makeup kit, and you can find these brushes or brushes that are similar to these brushes in your local beauty supply shop, or if you're in South Africa you can actually get it from Clicks, from Discam. You can get similar brushes like this. I'm just going to extend the concealer all over my lid. And that is when our beauty sponge comes in. You need a beauty sponge. This one is pretty old, but it still does the job for me. There are cheaper ones you can get from the drugstore. The rule to a good application with your blending sponge is making sure it is damp, not wet. Once that's done, I'm just going to set it with a powder. You can skip this part, it's optional. You can just go ahead and apply your eye products, your eyeshadows immediately. But I love to set my concealer, especially when I'm going for a very subtle look and simple eyeshadows. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using this Essence or L'Oreal palette, or most of the time I go in with this Beauty Treat Color Obsession palette as well. It has basic colors that I can just work with, and every beginner can use these colors as well. The first thing I'm going to do is go into this color right here. I'll be using this as my crease color. So I'm just applying that on my crease. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm just going to go into this dark color right here. It's almost finished. Dust it off and put that on my outer V. As you can see, I'm still using the same brush. So I'm just gonna apply that on my outer V and work it a little bit up into the crease, okay? For the lid color, I'm going to be using this beautiful gold color right here. It's a very light gold color. Is either I go in with this one or this one. We're going in with this one right here. So you can use your hands for this. You can use your hands for this actually, if you want to. For my lash line, I'm going in with this eyebrow liner from Essence. Very affordable as well. Moving over to the face, I love to spray this rose water all over my face before I go in with my primer. And this primer is from Maybelline. And I want to just say a few things about primers. When you're going for primers, you should make sure you're buying the correct primer for your skin. If you're oily, you should go for primers that are mattifying. If you're dry, you should go for moisturizing primers. So basically, you're buying primers according to the type of skin that you have. So because I do not have very oily skin and I'm actually not going out on the sun today, so I'm going to be using this Maybelline baby skin instant pore eraser primer on my face. So I'm just gonna apply that all over my face and make sure I massage it into my skin in circular motion. This is going to serve as a barrier between your skin and the foundation and other products that you're going to apply on your face. I see a lot of people skip this part. It's not really a step to follow. It's a very important thing to do, because you don't just want to apply foundations and powders and all that directly to your skin. This is going to even help the products apply very well. So you really need to apply your primers. Primer is a necessity. The foundation I'm going to be using today is this foundation from Havila. I have already done a review on Havila. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it in my description box and also leave it in the card up there, and just make sure to watch that video. You will get every details of this foundation. With this little concealer brush, I'm just going to apply that on my face. You can actually use your hands to apply the products all over your face before going in with your foundation brush to buff it into your skin, but I love to use this little concealer brush right here. With my foundation brush, I'm just going to blend that into my skin. You can actually apply in circular motion or you tap, whichever way you feel like is comfortable. I'm just gonna take that from here and buff into my skin. So I'm just going to apply my concealer right now, and if you're just starting out with makeup, you only need one foundation and one concealer. Trust me, you don't need to go start buying a darker concealer to conceal for your contouring and all that. You only need one concealer. And for this video, I'm going to be using that same LA Girl Pro concealer that I used on my brows. I'm also going to be using it to define my face and bring back structure to my face. I'm not going to be contouring because this is a beginner makeup, okay? You don't want it to get complicated. You just want to do the basic things and also look good. So I'm just going to apply that on the areas where I want to highlight. These are the areas I love to highlight when I'm highlighting my face. So I'm just gonna blend that in quickly. One secret to good foundation application is for you to blend. Keep blending until you are satisfied. Before setting your concealer, make sure there are no creases under your eyes. To avoid you setting those creases, let me just blend in this part as well. The next thing I'm gonna do is to apply my translucent powder. You need a translucent powder or a setting powder that has skin tone to it. If you go to the drugstore or wherever you get your makeup products from, you're gonna see setting powders of different shades, so you will have to choose the one you feel like it's gonna work for your skin tone. So for the purpose of this video, if you're confused as well on which setting powder to get or which loose powder to get, you can actually just buy a translucent powder. A translucent powder, you can use it on anybody. if you're fair, you're dark, whatever skin tone you have, a setting powder will do the job. So I'm going in with this Havila setting powder. I'm just gonna dab the excess on my hands and set. A little tip for you: if you don't have blush, you don't have a bronzer or something to bring back definition to your face, you can actually use a matte eyeshadow. So I'm using that eyeshadow that I applied on my crease. I'm going to just use it to bring back a little bit of definition to my cheekbones and all. So I'm using that powder brush that I showed you earlier. I'm just going to use that, buff this into my skin. As you can see, I'm going to do that as well on my forehead. This is going to serve as a bronzer because you don't want to spend too much coin on buying a lot of makeup products, and for me a bronzer is not so important. It's important for some people, but I can make do with what I have and still look gorgeous. As you can see how it brought back the definition back to my face. My face doesn't look flat any longer, and I didn't use a bronzer. I went in with the matte eyeshadow I just showed you. To set the rest of my face, I'm also going to be using this LA Girl pressed powder all over my face. I'm just going to apply that same eyeshadow of my nose, just to give my nose a little bit of definition as well. My lips, I'm also going to line my lips with this eyeshadow. So hence why I told you guys, buy a palette that is going to be so versatile. You can use it on your eyes, your lips, your face, and you're gonna save your coins. You're going to save a whole lot of money. Okay, so I'm just going to use that, line my lips a little bit. Going in with my gloss. This gloss is the lip therapy from Discam. If you're in South Africa, you can get this from Discam. After applying my lip color, I can decide to finish up this face with a setting spray or go in with a little bit of highlighter. So today I'm going to be using just a tiny bit of highlighter. Most times I do not highlight my face. I just set my face and I'm good to go. But for the sake of this video, let me just apply a little bit of highlighter on my cheekbone. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Next thing I'm gonna do is just to apply my mascara. If you love lashes, you can also apply your lashes. Just going to set and finish up my face using this Butter Life rose water. So there you have it, guys. I hope you love this look. I'm already loving it. This is a typical beginner friendly makeup for anybody that is just starting out. This is 2021 and it's time to share, okay? Hence why I am sharing this with you guys. This is basically how I'm looking right now, and this is so good. It's so the products I use are so affordable. I'm going to leave them down in the description box. You can see how I improvised in a lot of things. You can see how I make do with little brushes. The brushes I used, I think they were barely 6 brushes, and you saw me use the eyeshadow palettes for basically for everything I used, for my eyes, for my lips, for my face and all that. So if you're a beginner, you don't need to spend too much money just to look good, okay? Hence why I'm bringing this tutorial to you. So if you love this video and you found it helpful, please help me share it, like the video as well, leave me a comment in the comment section so I will know what your thoughts are on this beautiful look I created. I'll see you guys in my next one. And before you go, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that already. Join the family. Click on that red button down below that says subscribe, and do not forget to hit on the notification bell so you get notified anytime and every time I upload a new video. I will see you in my next one, and before then, make sure you stay blessed and stay safe. Bye bye.